Hello and welcome to the news update in AFRICUNIA television, reaching you live from our studio in the nation's commercial capital, Lagos, Nigeria. I am Deborah Ezeh. Many thanks for joining me. We begin with stories from the Nigerian scene. Governors, ex-governors and top chieftain of the People's Democratic Party in the camp of the presidential candidate of the party, ATIKU PDP, and his running mate, Ifeanyi arrived in Uyo, the Akwa Ibom state capital, in no fewer than 15 private jets and charter jets for the formal inauguration of the party's campaign ahead of the 2023 poll. Now, the inauguration, which was held at the Nest of Champion International Stadium, was also attended by the party's National Assembly members and National Working Committee members led by the National Chairman ASUU, among other party stalwarts. Members of the PDP Board of Trustees, led by a former Senate President, Chief Adolphus Wabara, were also present at the venue. The PDP governors present at the rally include Sokoto State Governor Aminu Tambuwal, Governor of Adamawa State Adamu Fintri, Taraba State Governor Darius Ishaku, and the host of Governor Udom Emmanuel. Others are the Governor of Bayelsa State, Doye Diri, his Bauchi State counterpart, Bala Mohammed, Delta State Governor Atiku running mate, Ifeanyi, and Edo State Governor, Godwin Obaseki. Speaking at the campaign ground in Uyo, the PDP National Chairman, Senator Ayu, said the party has moved on, calling on those who are yet to join the party's presidential campaign to join the train because they're moving slowly, waiting for them. Ayu, in a vowed reference to the withdrawal of Governor Wike and his allies from the party presidential campaign council following the crisis, and the party stated the Nigerians were not interested in the personal rift in the PDP, but in the rescue mission of the party. And now moving on, President of the Academic Staff Union of Universities, Emmanuel Oshodeke, said the union was optimistic of ending its strike soon, noting that for the first time there is light at the end of the tunnel. It was recalled that the appeal court had last Friday ordered the union to ask its members to return to work within, after its union appealed an Industrial Court of Nigeria, NICN, to resume. Oshodeke spoke yesterday at a meeting with the leadership of the House of Representatives, whose Speaker Femi Gbajabiamila and his team recently intervened in the disagreement between the federal government and the union on the strike, which had been on for 8 months. The meeting was called at the instance of the Speaker to brief the union about the intervention of the House with President Muhammad Buhari on the strike. Meanwhile, President Muhammad Buhari yesterday instructed the Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice Abubakar Malami and Minister of Women Affairs Pauline Tallen to come up with possible constitutional and legal changes that would help to create a level playing field for women in politics and government. The president spoke at State House Abuja while inaugurating the APC Women Presidential Campaign Committee. Buhari advised the women wing of the ruling All Progressives Congress to resist the temptation of concentrating the campaign solely in the Federal Capital Territory. He said they should take Tinubu-Shetima presidential campaign to every nook and cranny of the country, covering all the 774 local government areas, as well as over 8,000 wards nationwide. The president, who was represented by his chief of staff, Professor Ibrahim Gambari, stressed the need to spread the sensitization of voters and canvass for votes for the APC candidates. He acknowledged the contributions of the women population to his victories at the both 2015 and 2019 presidential polls, charging them to repeat same in 2023 by ensuring the emergence of the APC candidate Tinubu and his running mate Shetima as president and vice president, respectively. And now, still on the Nigerian scene, a non-governmental organization, the Plan International, has unveiled a $1 billion global strategy fund targeted at 15 million Nigerian girls to address problems affecting children's rights and well-being in the country. This was made known in Abuja on Monday at the Global Strategy Launch 2022 to 2027 with the theme, Girls Standing Strong to Make Global Change. The country director of Plan International, Charles Ezeh, revealed that 15 million girls had already been targeted under the program in Nigeria, out of a total global number of 200 million, noting that the focus was to ensure the girls had the strength to tackle issues they faced. Now, the Global Chief Executive Officer of the Plan International, Mr. Stephen Omolo, said societies thrived and experienced positive and lasting impact when attention was given to the rights of the girl child in areas of education, health, and politics, adding that the plan was also meant to address humanitarian issues as it affected women and children. The group CEO said the plan was to invest in and globally reach the targeted 200 million girls through its recently launched Global Girls Foundation. He also commended the role of the federal government in supporting the cause while expressing hopes for sustained and improved collaboration. We go on a short break now, and when we come back, it's more updates from the African scene. Just stay with me. Now, welcome back. In Tunisia, Tunisian fishermen recovered the bodies of 8 migrants off the coast of the southern town of Ezeh, whose boat is likely to have sunk at the end of last month, a Red Crescent official said. The families of the missing have been protesting since last week in Ezeh, saying that the state was not doing enough to determine the fate of their sons, as it was likely their boats carrying 18 people which had sunk. The fishermen who went out specifically to search for the drowned in the boat found 8 bodies waiting to be known precisely, Red Crescent official Mongislim said. And now moving on, thousands of mourners gathered in Burkina Faso's capital for the funeral of 27 soldiers killed in an ambush last month that triggered the country's second coup this year, led by military units fed up with rampant insecurities. Now, the coffins were wrapped in the Burkina Faso flag and sided by portraits of the soldiers who were killed on September 26th, while escorting a convoy that was delivering supplies to a northern town besieged by Islamist insurgents. People are saddened and sickened by the situation we're experiencing. It really hurts the heart to see young people in their prime living, said Abdul Fattah Bangwe, a friend of one of the soldiers. The tributes for fallen soldiers have become a regular occurrence in the impoverished West African country, where groups linked to Al-Qaeda and Islamic State have killed thousands of people in raids on rural communities since 2015. In recent months, insurgents have blockaded parts of the arid north, causing acute food shortages for thousands. Now, still on the African scene, head of Qatar's energy, who is also Qatar's energy. Now, that's all we can take on News Update today. Do ensure to follow all our social media platforms displaying on your screen to stay connected and updated for news and subsequent programs. Once again, I am Deborah Ezeh. Bye for now.